Every night before you close your eyes, you are standing at the doorway between today and tomorrow, between what has been and what can be. Your mind is quiet, your heart is open, and your spirit is listening. This is the moment that decides what kind of morning you will wake up to. Every night, before you drift into sleep, a sacred moment arrives, a quiet bridge between the noise of the day and the mystery of tomorrow. It is in that stillness that your heart becomes most honest, your mind most open, and your spirit most sensitive to what truly matters. Dr. David Yonggi Cho, one of the most profound voices of faith and spiritual wisdom, often spoke about the deep connection between the words we speak, the thoughts we hold, and the lives we create. He believed that your last words before sleep have the power to set the tone for your dreams, your emotions, and even your destiny. So tonight, before you close your eyes, remember this. Your final words are not just sounds, they are seeds. What you say in that quiet space before sleep plants itself deep into your subconscious, and when morning comes, those seeds begin to bloom into reality. Dr. Cho understood this truth deeply. He taught that faith is not just believing silently, but speaking boldly. Your tongue has creative power. It can bring peace or invite anxiety, bless or curse, heal or hurt. And that's why he said that the most important few minutes of your day are the last 5 before you fall asleep, because in that time, your mind listens most closely to what you tell it. Now imagine this. You're lying in bed, the lights are off, and the world is silent. The battles of the day are behind you. The worries of tomorrow are waiting ahead. What will you say in that moment? Many people fall asleep with thoughts of fear, regret, anger, or lack. They replay their mistakes, their disappointments, and their pains. But what if you could replace all that with peace, hope, and strength? What if 2 simple words could change how you feel, sleep, and live? Dr. Cho believed they could, and those 2 words are thank you. Yes, just thank you. So simple, yet so powerful. When you whisper those words before you sleep, something shifts inside you. Gratitude is not just an emotion. It is a spiritual force that transforms darkness into light. When you say thank you, you tell your soul to let go of bitterness, to release anxiety, and to rest in the hands of the one who holds tomorrow. You may not have everything you want, but gratitude reminds you that you already have more than enough to be at peace. Say thank you for the air you breathe, for the bed you lie in, for the chance to see another day. Say thank you for the people who love you, for the lessons you've learned, even for the trials that shaped you. Gratitude does not deny pain, it transforms it. It doesn't ignore struggle, it sanctifies it. When you end your day with thank you, you tell God that you trust Him even when you don't understand. You declare that you believe something good is coming even if it hasn't arrived yet. That is faith in action. Dr. Cho often said that faith is the language of the Spirit. What you speak in faith, you will eventually see in life. If you end your day saying, I'm tired, I'm broke, I'm afraid, you invite those feelings into your tomorrow. But if you end it saying, thank you, Lord, for what you have done and what you are about to do, you invite divine peace into your sleep and miracles into your morning. Words are not powerless whispers, they are spiritual laws in motion. The universe responds to what you say with your heart. And here's the beautiful thing, when you begin to say thank you each night, something miraculous happens. You start to feel lighter, the tension in your chest fades, the storm in your mind quiets. It's as if heaven leans closer, listening to your gratitude, smiling upon your faith. Gratitude creates an atmosphere where blessings can flourish. It trains your mind to see possibilities instead of problems. It helps you wake up with hope instead of heaviness. Before sleep, your brain enters a calm state, what scientists call the alpha state, where your subconscious absorbs whatever you think and feel most strongly. That's why worry before bed leads to restless sleep, while gratitude leads to peace. When you repeat "thank you" with sincerity, your subconscious records that emotion and begins to attract more reasons for you to be thankful. Gratitude is like a magnet for blessings. It draws goodness from every direction. Maybe tonight you feel broken, disappointed, or uncertain. Maybe life hasn't gone the way you hoped, but even then you can still say thank you, not because everything is perfect, but because you believe it will be. Gratitude is not pretending everything is fine. It's proclaiming that God is still in control. It's faith whispering, "I trust you," even in the dark. And that faith moves mountains. So as you lay your head on the pillow tonight, take a deep breath and whisper those words, "Thank you." Feel them rise from your heart, not just your lips. Let them wash over your soul like a gentle wave. Thank God for the day that has passed. Thank Him for the love you've given and received. Thank Him for the unseen hands that guided you through challenges. Thank Him for the future that He is already preparing for you. You may not see the change overnight, but if you make it a habit, if you end every night in gratitude, you will wake up to a different world. Your dreams will be calmer, your mornings brighter, your days lighter, because when your last words at night are "thank you," your first thoughts in the morning will be joy. The peace you sow in the night will become the strength you harvest in the day. So tonight and every night after this, before you fall asleep, remember Dr. Cho's wisdom. Stop worrying, stop replaying the pain, stop speaking fear. Instead, close your eyes, take a breath, and say those two powerful words that can transform everything. Asterisk, asterisk, thank you. Asterisk, asterisk, every night when darkness settles and the world around you grows quiet, your sacred moment unfolds. It is that brief, tender space before sleep when your thoughts slow down, your body relaxes, and your spirit becomes open to the whispers of eternity. It is in this moment that Dr. David Yonggi Cho's teaching finds its deepest meaning, the understanding that what you say and think before you sleep has the power to shape your tomorrow. He believed that faith is not only something we feel, but something we declare. And the last words you speak each night are the foundation stones of your next day. What you tell your mind before you sleep becomes the song your soul sings when you wake. Dr. Cho often spoke about the creative power of words. He said that your mouth is a tool given by God, not just to describe your life, but to design it. Many people lie in bed at night and think about their failures, their fears, and their regrets. They replay conversations, mistakes, and pain. They let worry fill the final moments of their day, and then they wonder why they wake up heavy and tired. But Dr. Cho's wisdom teaches something entirely different, that your last thoughts before sleep are like a prayer that heaven listens to. When you go to bed with gratitude, peace follows you into your dreams. When you go to bed with fear, anxiety becomes your companion. The power to choose which one you carry lies in the words you speak before your eyes close. There are two words, simple yet profound, that Dr. Cho urged believers to say before they fall asleep, "Thank you." Just two words, but they contain within them the power to unlock miracles. Thank you is not just polite language, it is a declaration of faith. It says, "I see the good even when life feels uncertain." It says, "I trust the plan even when I can't see the whole picture." Gratitude shifts the heart from worry to worship. It reminds the soul that no matter how hard life gets, God is still in control and blessings still surround you. When you say thank you before sleeping, something spiritual happens. The tension of the day begins to fade, your breathing slows, and peace gently wraps around your thoughts. You begin to realize that despite the troubles of the world, there are still countless reasons to be thankful. The air you breathe, the roof over your head, the chance to see another morning, each is a gift. Gratitude does not require perfection, it only requires awareness. It takes your focus off what is missing and places it on what is already present. Dr. Cho believed that this attitude of gratitude aligns your heart with heaven. It invites the presence of God into the quiet corners of your mind and turns restlessness into rest. Many people chase peace through distractions, music, screens, or noise, but true peace is born from gratitude. When you close your eyes and say thank you, you are telling your subconscious that everything will be okay. You are sending a message of calm to your heart. Your body relaxes because your spirit feels safe. You no longer carry the weight of the day, you hand it over to God. Dr. Cho used to say that faith is trusting God enough to sleep peacefully, knowing He is still working while you rest. And gratitude is that trust expressed in words. Science even agrees with this spiritual truth. Studies show that people who end their day with gratitude sleep better, worry less, and wake up with more joy. Why? Because the mind records your final thoughts before rest and carries them into your dreams. If you fall asleep angry or anxious, your subconscious continues to replay those feelings through the night. But if you fall asleep grateful, your mind spends those hours in peace. It's as if your soul is gently recharged with hope. So, before you lie down tonight, stop for a moment. Forget the to-do lists, the stress, the problems that tomorrow will bring. Take a deep breath and whisper softly, "Thank you." Let those words flow from your heart. Thank God for the strength that got you through today. Thank Him for the unseen protection, for the opportunities that are still forming, for the people who love you, and for the lessons hidden in your challenges. Even if life feels uncertain, gratitude is a way of saying, "I still believe." It's faith wrapped in humility. It's hope spoken out loud. Dr. Cho taught that the human spirit becomes creative when it is thankful. Gratitude opens the door for miracles to manifest. When you are thankful, you make space for more blessings to enter your life. A grateful heart attracts favor because it vibrates with joy, peace, and faith. On the other hand, a complaining heart repels peace and invites confusion. That's why Dr. Cho encouraged his congregation to fill their last 5 minutes before sleep with positive confessions of faith and thanksgiving. Those 5 minutes, he said, can change your world. When you say thank you regularly, you begin to notice that life feels lighter. The same problems that once felt unbearable begin to lose their grip on your heart. Gratitude doesn't erase challenges, but it changes how you face them. You start to see God's hand even in small moments, the kindness of a stranger, the beauty of the sky, the strength to keep going. Gratitude becomes your daily shield, protecting your peace and feeding your faith. Imagine if you made this your nightly ritual, turning off the lights, taking a deep breath, and whispering thank you. No matter how tired or hurt you feel, you close your eyes with gratitude. Over time, you would begin to notice miracles in the smallest details. You would sleep with peace, dream with purpose, and wake up with hope. Gratitude has that power. So tonight, before you fall asleep, remember the wisdom of Dr. David Yonggi Cho. Do not let worry have the final word. Let gratitude speak instead. Whisper it softly, thank you. Let those words float into the night like a prayer, a promise, and a seed of faith. Because the last words you speak before you sleep become the first light that greets you in the morning. Say thank you, and watch your nights turn peaceful and your mornings radiant with grace. Every evening, as the world grows quiet and the day slowly comes to an end, we are given a sacred opportunity, a moment that is often overlooked yet carries immense power. It is the time just before we close our eyes, when the mind slows, the heart becomes still, and the spirit is most receptive. Dr. David Yonggi Cho, one of the most respected spiritual leaders of our time, often emphasized the importance of these final moments. He taught that the last words you speak before sleep have the potential to shape not only your dreams but your reality. These moments, he said, are the most influential 5 minutes of your day, for they determine the quality of your rest, your mindset, and the energy you carry into tomorrow. Many people end their days filled with worry, regret, and stress. They replay mistakes in their minds, relive conflicts, and hold on to fears about what might happen next. They allow the weight of the day to burden their hearts, and as a result, their sleep becomes restless, and their mornings become heavy. Dr. Cho's wisdom provides a solution to this. He believed that the words we speak carry spiritual energy, and that the final words we utter before sleep are the seeds planted in the soil of our subconscious mind. These seeds grow silently while we rest, influencing our thoughts, actions, and experiences in the coming day. What you say before sleep has a profound impact on the life you live, and choosing the right words can transform your nights and your mornings. According to Dr. Cho, there are 2 words so powerful that they can completely change the way we experience life. Thank you. Just 2 simple words, yet they carry the essence of faith, hope, and peace. Gratitude, he taught, is not merely an emotion, it is a declaration of trust and a form of spiritual power. When we say thank you before sleep, we are consciously acknowledging the good in our lives and placing our trust in the unseen blessings yet to come. Gratitude allows us to release fear, let go of anger, and find peace amidst chaos. It shifts our focus from what we lack to what we already possess, from despair to hope, and from anxiety to calm. When you take a moment to say thank you before sleep, it is as if you are sending a message to your subconscious that everything will be okay. You are signaling to your spirit that, despite any challenges or setbacks, you trust that life is unfolding according to a higher plan. Gratitude before sleep does not mean ignoring difficulties. It means acknowledging them while choosing to focus on what is good, what is beautiful, and what is yet to be. It is an act of faith, a simple but powerful way to invite peace, healing, and divine guidance into your life. Dr. Cho often highlighted that the words we speak are not powerless. Our tongue has the ability to bless or curse, to heal or hurt, to invite success or failure. Ending the day with complaints, fear, or negativity plants seeds of anxiety that can affect our mental and emotional state. But ending the day with gratitude and faith plants seeds of hope, peace, and blessing. The simple act of saying thank you can transform the atmosphere around you, align your heart with divine energy, and create an environment where miracles can manifest. Science also supports this principle. Studies show that expressing gratitude regularly improves sleep quality, reduces stress, and increases overall well-being. When we focus on what we are thankful for, our brain shifts away from worry and fear, allowing us to relax deeply. Our subconscious mind absorbs these positive thoughts, and over time they become a powerful force shaping our attitude, our resilience, and our capacity for joy. By saying thank you before sleep, we create a bridge between our conscious awareness and our subconscious mind, planting seeds of peace and hope that grow while we rest. Imagine lying in bed, closing your eyes, and letting go of all the burdens of the day. You take a deep breath, feel your body relax, and whisper softly, thank you. You might thank God for the simple gifts of life, the air you breathe, the safety of your home, the love of your family and friends. You might thank him for the lessons you have learned, the opportunities you have received, and the challenges that have made you stronger. You might even thank him for the unseen blessings that are already on their way. Gratitude, when spoken sincerely, becomes a form of prayer, a conversation with the divine that carries your faith, your hope, and your trust. The beauty of this practice is that it is simple, accessible to everyone, and yet transformative. You do not need to perform elaborate rituals or possess extraordinary knowledge. All it takes is a willingness to shift your focus from lack to abundance, from fear to faith, from worry to trust. Saying thank you before sleep can help you release negative emotions, calm your mind, and prepare your heart for a restful night. Over time, this simple habit changes the way you perceive life, the way you respond to challenges, and the way you attract blessings. Dr. Cho believed that faith expressed through words carries creative power. When you consistently say thank you before sleep, you are not only cultivating peace for yourself, but also creating a spiritual environment that invites more blessings. Gratitude opens the doors for miracles, aligns your thoughts with positive energy, and transforms your nights into times of restoration. It allows you to wake up refreshed, filled with hope, and ready to embrace the opportunities of a new day. So tonight, as you prepare to rest, remember Dr. David Yonggi Cho's wisdom. Let go of the worries, the fears, and the frustrations. Take a deep breath, feel your heart calm, and say those two powerful words, thank you. Let them resonate in your soul, fill your mind with peace, and wrap your spirit in comfort. These two words have the power to change not just your night, but the course of your life. They are seeds of faith, hope, and divine favor. Whisper them sincerely, and watch as your sleep becomes peaceful, your dreams become uplifting, and your mornings become radiant with joy and blessings. Saying thank you before sleep is more than a habit. It is a lifestyle of faith, a daily act of trust, and a gateway to transformation. Let it be your last thought tonight and every night, and experience the power of gratitude to renew, restore, and bless your life. Every night, as the world slows down and darkness gently wraps around us, there comes a moment, brief, quiet, and profoundly powerful, when we have the chance to set the tone for tomorrow. It is in these last few minutes before sleep that Dr. David Yonggi Cho, one of the most influential spiritual leaders of our time, emphasized the incredible power of our words and thoughts. He taught that the final expressions of our hearts are seeds planted in the fertile soil of the subconscious, and these seeds grow silently overnight, shaping our reality, our emotions, and our very lives. The last 5 minutes before sleep are not just a transition from day to night. They are a sacred opportunity to invite peace, hope, and divine blessing into our lives. Many people end their days with worry, fear, and regret. They replay conflicts, mistakes, and moments of disappointment. They allow the struggles of the day to weigh heavily upon them, and then they wonder why they wake up feeling drained, anxious, or unprepared for the opportunities of the next day. Dr. Cho understood that this is not how life is meant to be lived. He knew that the human spirit responds to what we say and believe, and that our words carry creative power. The tongue, he taught, is not merely a tool for communication. It is a vessel for faith, an instrument through which our thoughts and beliefs are translated into reality. There are two words that hold the power to transform the quality of our sleep and the course of our lives. Thank you. These words, simple in their composition, are profound in their effect. Gratitude, Dr. Cho explained, is not merely a polite gesture. It is a spiritual practice, a declaration of trust, and an acknowledgement of the goodness that exists in and around us. When we say thank you before we sleep, We are actively choosing to focus on blessings rather than burdens, on faith rather than fear, on hope rather than despair. These words carry with them the energy to release worry, calm the mind, and invite peace into our hearts. Saying thank you before sleep is a way of telling the universe and our own spirit that we trust in a higher plan. We acknowledge what we have, we appreciate the lessons we have learned, and we express hope for the unseen blessings that are yet to come. Gratitude does not demand perfection or the absence of struggle. Rather, it is the conscious decision to recognize that even in difficulty, there is still good. By practicing gratitude before sleep, we create an environment of faith and trust, allowing our minds and hearts to rest fully without the weight of unresolved anxiety. Dr. Cho often emphasized that faith is expressed not only in thought but in word. The words we speak shape the way we feel and the reality we experience. When we end our day complaining, fearing, or dwelling on negativity, we sow seeds of doubt and worry in our subconscious. But when we end the day with gratitude, when we sincerely say thank you, we plant seeds of peace, hope, and blessing. These seeds grow silently through the night, affecting our dreams, our emotional state, and the way we face challenges the following day. Words are not powerless, they carry life, energy, and spiritual influence. Choosing the right words before sleep is an act of conscious creation, shaping the reality we wish to live. There is also a scientific basis for this practice. Studies on gratitude show that people who regularly focus on what they are thankful for experience better sleep, reduced stress, improved mood, and greater resilience. The mind records our final thoughts before rest, and these thoughts influence our emotional state and overall well-being. By focusing on gratitude before sleep, we shift our mental energy away from fear and worry, allowing our minds and bodies to relax deeply. Our subconscious begins to absorb positive energy, and over time, this practice transforms not only our nights but also our days. Imagine lying in bed, the day behind you, the world around you silent, and taking a deep breath. You feel your body relax, your mind slow, and your heart open. In that moment, you whisper softly, "Thank you. Thank you for the strength that carried you through the day, for the people who loved and supported you, for the lessons learned through challenges, and for the unseen blessings that are on their way." These words, though small, resonate deeply within the soul. They are a declaration of faith, a statement of trust, and a source of peace. Gratitude becomes a bridge between our conscious awareness and the divine, allowing spiritual energy to flow freely and rest to take hold. The transformative power of saying thank you each night lies not only in the words themselves, but in the intention behind them. Gratitude is an active choice, a decision to shift focus from what is lacking to what is present, from fear to trust, from complaint to faith. As we repeat these words consistently, we begin to notice changes in how we perceive life. The same challenges that once felt overwhelming become manageable. Opportunities that were previously unseen begin to emerge. Life starts to feel lighter, brighter, and more full of possibility. Gratitude is not a denial of difficulty. It is the recognition of hope amidst difficulty, the acknowledgement of blessings amidst struggle, and the cultivation of faith in every circumstance. Dr. Cho encouraged his followers to make this practice a nightly habit, to devote the last 5 minutes before sleep to gratitude and faith. Over time, this simple ritual reshapes the way we experience the world. Nights become peaceful, sleep becomes restorative, and mornings arrive with a sense of hope and purpose. Gratitude has the power to heal the heart, calm the mind, and attract blessings. When we end the day with thank you, We invite divine favor, align our spirits with peace, and set the stage for a brighter tomorrow. So tonight, as you prepare to rest, take a deep breath, quiet your mind, and whisper those two powerful words, thank you. Let them resonate in your heart, fill your thoughts with peace, and wrap your spirit in comfort. Say them for what has been, for what is, and for what is yet to come. These two words hold the power to transform your nights, your mornings, and your life. They are seeds of faith, hope, and blessing. Whisper them sincerely, and watch as your sleep becomes peaceful, your dreams uplifting, and your mornings radiant with joy. Saying thank you before sleep is not just a habit. It is a way of life, a daily practice of faith, and a key to unlocking the blessings that await you each day. Every night, as darkness falls and the world around us grows quiet, there comes a special, sacred moment, a moment that many overlook, yet it holds extraordinary power. It is the time just before we close our eyes, when our minds begin to slow, our bodies relax, and our hearts are most receptive to the energy we carry within us. Dr. David Yonggi Cho, a man known for his deep faith and spiritual insight, often spoke about the incredible importance of these final minutes of the day. He taught that the last words we speak before sleep are not mere sounds. They are seeds that are planted in the fertile soil of our subconscious. These seeds grow silently throughout the night, shaping our emotions, our dreams, and ultimately our reality. The final 5 minutes before sleep, he said, are among the most powerful moments we experience every day, capable of influencing the rest of our lives in ways we might never imagine. Many people end their days carrying worry, regret, and fear. They replay moments of conflict, mistakes, and missed opportunities, allowing the challenges of the day to weigh heavily on their minds. They lie down exhausted, yet their hearts remain restless, and their nights are filled with tension and unease. As a result, they wake up tired, anxious, and unprepared for the opportunities and blessings of the new day. Dr. Cho's teachings offer a profound alternative. He believed that our words carry energy and creative power. Our tongues are not simply tools for communication, but instruments through which we express faith, shape our thoughts, and influence the world around us. By choosing carefully what we say in those final moments of the day, we can plant seeds of peace, hope, and blessing instead of fear and anxiety. Dr. Cho emphasized two words that hold transformative power: thank you. Just two simple words, yet their impact is immense. Gratitude, he explained, is not simply a polite gesture or a habit. It is a spiritual practice and a declaration of trust in God. When we say thank you before sleep, we consciously shift our focus from what is lacking to what is already present, from fear to faith, and from despair to hope. These words carry the energy to calm our minds, lift our hearts, and invite divine favor into our lives. They allow us to let go of the burdens we carry, to release worry, and to rest in the knowledge that we are supported and guided. Saying thank you before sleep is an act of faith. It is a way of acknowledging that life, with all its challenges, is filled with blessings, some visible, some unseen. It is a statement of trust that the difficulties of today are shaping us for greater strength, wisdom, and resilience tomorrow. Gratitude does not deny the presence of hardship. Rather, it places our focus on the goodness that exists alongside it. By making a habit of saying thank you each night, we cultivate a heart that is attuned to the positive, a mind that is receptive to peace, and a spirit that is aligned with hope. Dr. Cho taught that the words we speak carry creative energy. Ending the day with complaints, fears, or negative thoughts plants seeds of worry and doubt in our subconscious. But ending the day with gratitude plants seeds of peace, faith, and blessing. Our subconscious mind records our final thoughts before rest, and those thoughts influence our dreams, our emotions, and even the way we respond to life the following day. By speaking words of gratitude, we create an environment in which blessings can flourish, peace can settle, and miracles can manifest. The power of thank you is not limited to its meaning. It lies in the intention and faith behind it. Scientific studies also support this principle. Research has shown that people who regularly practice gratitude experience better sleep, reduced stress, improved emotional well-being, and increased resilience. The brain processes and retains the final thoughts before sleep, which means that if we focus on worry, we reinforce anxiety, and if we focus on gratitude, we reinforce peace. Gratitude activates positive neural pathways, allowing our bodies to relax, our minds to calm, and our spirits to rest fully. It is a practice that bridges the conscious mind and the subconscious, creating a fertile ground for transformation and growth. Imagine lying in bed, the world silent around you, your body relaxing, and your mind slowing down. You take a deep breath and whisper softly, "Thank you." Thank you for the lessons of today, for the love and support of those around you, for the strength that carried you through challenges, and for the blessings yet to come. These words, though simple, resonate deeply within your soul. They are a declaration of faith, a surrender of worry, and an opening of the heart to divine favor. When spoken with sincerity, thank you becomes more than words. It becomes a prayer, a shield, and a seed of transformation. The transformative power of this practice lies in its consistency. When we make it a nightly habit to end the day with gratitude, we train our minds to focus on abundance, our hearts to dwell in hope, and our spirits to rest in faith. Life begins to feel lighter, even in the presence of challenges. Opportunities that seemed hidden begin to reveal themselves. The simple act of saying thank you before sleep gradually reshapes our perspective, strengthens our faith, and opens the door to miracles. Gratitude becomes not just a habit but a lifestyle, a lens through which we view every experience, every challenge, and every blessing. Dr. Cho encouraged his followers to dedicate the last 5 minutes of each day to gratitude and faith. He believed that these moments could transform nights of restlessness into nights of peace, and mornings of anxiety into mornings of joy. By consistently speaking words of gratitude, we invite divine presence into our lives, align ourselves with peace, and create a foundation for a brighter, more fulfilling day. Tonight, as you prepare to sleep, take a moment to reflect, breathe deeply, and whisper those two powerful words, "Thank you." Let them echo in your heart, calm your mind, and wrap your spirit in comfort. Say them for what has been, for what is, and for what is yet to come. These words hold the power to transform your nights, your dreams, and your mornings. They are seeds of faith, hope, and divine blessing. Whisper them sincerely, and watch as peace settles over your heart, as joy fills your mornings, and as your life becomes a reflection of the gratitude you cultivate each night. Saying thank you before sleep is more than a simple act. It is a path to transformation, a daily exercise of faith, and a key to unlocking the abundance and blessings that are waiting for you each day. Every night, as the world quiets down and darkness envelops us, there comes a moment of profound opportunity, a moment often overlooked yet filled with tremendous potential. It is the time just before we fall asleep, when our thoughts slow, our bodies relax, and our hearts and minds are most receptive to the energy we choose to carry. Dr. David Yonggi Cho, one of the most influential spiritual teachers of our time, spoke often about this sacred window. He taught that the final words we speak before sleep are not merely sounds or habits. They are seeds planted in the fertile soil of our subconscious. These seeds, spoken with intention, grow overnight and shape our dreams, our emotions, and ultimately our reality. The last 5 minutes before sleep, he said, are among the most important minutes of the day because they have the power to influence our nights and our tomorrows in ways we may not immediately see. Many people end their days with worry, fear, regret, or frustration. They replay conversations, relive mistakes, and dwell on disappointments. They allow the weight of the day to linger in their hearts, and when they close their eyes, their minds are restless. The result is a night filled with unease, broken sleep, and mornings burdened with exhaustion and anxiety. Dr. Cho emphasized that this does not have to be our experience. He believed that the human spirit responds to the words we speak and the thoughts we nurture. Words carry energy and creative power. They are instruments through which faith, hope, and intention are expressed. By consciously choosing the words we speak before sleep, we can plant seeds of peace, trust, and blessing rather than fear, doubt, and despair. Dr. Cho highlighted 2 words that have the power to transform our nights and, by extension, our lives: thank you. These 2 words, while simple in form, carry immense spiritual weight. Gratitude is more than a polite gesture. It is a declaration of faith and an acknowledgement of the goodness present in our lives. Saying thank you before sleep is a conscious act of turning our attention away from fear and lack and towards abundance, trust, and hope. It is a way to release the burdens of the day, calm the restless mind, and invite peace into the heart. Gratitude allows us to acknowledge both what we have and what is yet to come, creating an attitude of trust that is reflected in our dreams, our rest, and our waking hours. When we say thank you at night, we are telling our subconscious and the universe that we trust in a greater plan. We are affirming that life, despite its challenges, contains blessings, some visible, some unseen, and that we choose to focus on them. Gratitude does not deny the presence of hardship or struggle. It simply shifts our focus toward what is positive, what is sustaining, and what is transformative. By adopting this practice, we cultivate a heart that notices the good even amid difficulty, a mind that is calm even in the face of uncertainty, and a spirit that rests in faith rather than fear. Dr. Cho taught that our words are instruments of creation. If we end our days with complaints, doubts, and fears, we plant seeds of worry that affect our subconscious mind and shape our experiences. Conversely, if we end the day with gratitude, we plant seeds of peace, hope, and blessings. The subconscious mind absorbs the final thoughts we hold before sleep, and these thoughts influence our dreams, our emotions, and the way we respond to life when we awaken. By consciously choosing words of gratitude, we create a fertile environment for divine favor, inner peace, and the manifestation of blessings. Scientific research supports this principle as well. Studies have shown that people who regularly practice gratitude experience better sleep quality, lower levels of stress, enhanced emotional well-being, and greater resilience. When we focus on gratitude before sleep, we activate positive neural pathways, signaling the mind to let go of worry and embrace calm. Our bodies relax, our hearts find peace, and our subconscious absorbs the energy of thankfulness. This nightly practice becomes a bridge between conscious awareness and the subconscious mind, influencing not only our nights but our days as well. Imagine lying in bed, the world around you quiet, your body relaxed, and your mind slowing down. You take a deep breath and softly whisper, "Thank you." Thank you for the lessons learned, for the love and support of others, for the strength that carried you through challenges, and for the unseen blessings on their way. These two words, though small, resonate deeply within the soul. They are more than mere expressions. They are prayers, affirmations, and acts of faith. Gratitude becomes a tool to release worry, restore peace, and invite divine presence into every aspect of life. The transformative power of this practice grows with consistency. When we make a habit of ending each day with gratitude, we train our minds to focus on abundance, our hearts to dwell in hope, and our spirits to rest in faith. Life begins to feel lighter, and challenges lose their overwhelming grip. Opportunities that were once hidden begin to emerge. The simple act of saying, "Thank you," before sleep gradually reshapes our perception of life, strengthens our faith, and opens the door to blessings and miracles. Gratitude becomes not just a nightly habit, but a way of living, a lens through which we view every experience, every hardship, and every moment of joy. Dr. Cho encouraged his followers to dedicate the last 5 minutes of their day to gratitude and faith, teaching that this small practice could transform nights of restlessness into nights of peace, and mornings of anxiety into mornings filled with joy and hope. By consistently speaking words of thankfulness, we invite divine energy into our lives, align our hearts with peace, and set the stage for a more abundant, fulfilling day. Tonight, as you prepare to rest, take a moment to breathe deeply, quiet your mind, and whisper those two powerful words, "Thank you." Let them resonate in your heart, calm your thoughts, and wrap your spirit in comfort. Say them for what has been, for what is, and for what is yet to come. These words carry the power to transform your nights, uplift your dreams, and brighten your mornings. They are seeds of faith, hope, and divine favor. Whisper them sincerely and watch as peace settles into your heart. Joy fills your mornings, and your life becomes a reflection of the gratitude you cultivate each night. Saying "thank you" before sleep is not simply a habit. It is a transformative practice, a daily exercise of faith, and a key to unlocking the abundant blessings that await you each day.